Today we're going to be learning about sleep, because for some reason people don't know how to sleep. I'm already teaching you guys how to eat, and I have to teach you guys how to sleep. I just want to apologize first. Okay, little bit of intro time. Sorry about my lives, which by the way I've been doing, are having terrible quality. I don't know what happens to my phone. Sometimes it's like glorious, and sometimes it's like doo-doo. And it's recently come to my attention, some people don't think that I know that this is worldwide. But that's not really any of my business if they can't figure out that I can figure that out. Now then, now we need to move on to the fact that people don't know how to eat and people don't know how to sleep. Let's mention how come I need to teach people how to sleep. How can people not know how to eat and sleep? I thought these things were the basis of life. The only thing I don't know how to teach you guys how to do is breathe, because I got asthma. And I do mean asthma. Now then, when it comes to sleep, the most important thing you can do is make sure you're at a comfortable temperature, a little bit cooler, but just to that warm point where it's kind of drifty. You know what I mean? Some people prefer themselves a little hotter, a little colder, but whatever you do, don't make it too hot or you'll have nightmares. Nothing worse than a nightmare. That's really going to upset any sleep schedule you have. Now, I'm starting you all guys out on the basics, right? Now, when it comes to sleep, what you need to do is, by the way, I have been called resting rota before because of how easily I fall asleep. I fall asleep like that. I literally pet my cat earlier and fell asleep because I was laying down. If I lay down, I'm going to fall asleep. I mean, it has been called, I have been called and it has been said, I am resting rota. Okay, I can just fall asleep. Even in the middle of the street, I could fall asleep. Now, the facts are, you want to lay down, lay yourself down on your pillow. Right. Okay, guys. Once you're laying down and you're comfortable, you're going to look in whatever direction your eyes naturally shift to. For me, they naturally go a little bit up. Once they do, you close them. And some people like to count sheep. I personally like to come up with a little boring story in my head. Like, what is the most boring thing you can imagine? For me, it's the boring act of going grocery shopping, but not for myself. It's like I said, grocery shopping, That's okay, guys. Shopping that's not for yourself. Something super boring. I go from the beginning of the shop, because obviously I have my local shop mapped out in my head, specifically my local grocery store, which is where I hang out. So I go from the beginning. I go from the beginning of the store, near the vegetable section, near the flowers, and I look at it and I'm like, someone wanted me to pick up flowers. Those ugly freaking pot plants. Oh god, they're so ugly. And then I have to go and I have to get like green beans. I don't like green beans. And then I have to pick up olives. I like olives, but it's the red kind I have to pick up. Something boring. Something you don't even like to do. And you have to imagine, you're thinking to yourself, oh, this is so boring, because you'd fall asleep doing those things regularly, even if you're wide awake, right? You need to go through, you need to do that. Something that really helps me to get bored enough to sleep right before I sleep is play a relaxing or boring game. Right now I'm playing Paint by Number. It's really good, it's really fun. I'm painting by number, some sort of little barnyard. And then what you need to do once you're sleeping like that is breathe in, like, hold for 2 seconds. Because you try to pretend you're smoking a cigarette. And while pretending to smoke the cigarette, that's going to help you fall asleep because it deprives your brain of just a little bit of oxygen. I mean, what do you think cigarettes help you relax? Certainly not nicotine. Now then,